6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister will visit Manama tomorrow to attend the ceremony in connection with the National Day of Bahrain as the guest of honor. The Special Assistant on Information says the visit of the Prime Minister to Saudi Arabia will usher in a new era of cementing bilateral relations between Pakistan and the Saudi Kingdom. A nationwide anti-polio drive will begin from tomorrow. The death toll of violent protests in northeast India against anti-Muslim citizenship law has risen to 6 as the authorities have clamped curfew and other restrictions to quell the unrest. American President Donald Trump says the United States intends to withdraw about 4,000 troops from Afghanistan. The first cricket test match between Pakistan and Sri Lanka ended in a draw at Rawalpindi today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan will visit Bahrain tomorrow to attend the National Day of that country as guest of honor. He's visiting Bahrain at the invitation of King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. The Prime Minister will be accompanied by a high-level delegation, including members of the cabinet and senior government officials. This is Prime Minister Imran Khan's first visit to Bahrain since assuming office in August last year. During the visit, he will have a one-on-one meeting with King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and hold delegation-level talks with Crown Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. The exchange of views would cover the entire gamut of bilateral relations and matters pertaining to regional and international issues. Bahrain's highest civil award will be conferred upon Prime Minister Imran Khan on the occasion. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashik Awan, has expressed the confidence that the visit of Prime Minister Imran Khan to Saudi Arabia will usher in a new era of cementing bilateral relations. In a tweet today, she said the brotherly country Saudi Arabia has always supported Pakistan in its hour of need. Dr. Firdaus Ashik Awan said Prime Minister praised the Saudi leadership about the grave human rights abuses being committed by the Indian forces in occupied Kashmir and thanked the Saudi support for the Kashmir cause. She said Pakistan is emerging as an attractive destination for tourism in the world. Pakistan's High Commissioner to Canada, Raza Bashir Tardar, has said Pakistan's liberal investment policy provides conducive environment for the Canadian firms to invest and make profit. Addressing the annual general meeting of Chamber of Trade in Ottawa, he said Pakistan considered Canada as a very important partner because of the size of its economy and membership of important fora like the G7, G20 World Trade Organization and the Commonwealth Forum. The High Commissioner also drew the attention of the participants to the Indian atrocities in occupied Jammu and Kashmir and urged them to raise the issue at every available forum. Session of the National Assembly will be held at the Parliament House in Islamabad at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Besides legislative business, the House will take up important matters concerning the country. A nationwide anti-polio drive will begin from tomorrow during the 5-day campaign in the Punjab. 19 million children under the age of 5 years will be administered anti-polio vaccine. In Sindh, over 2.3 million children, while in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, over 6.7 million and 2.5 million children up to 5 years of age will be administered anti-polio drops respectively. Duration of Radio Pakistan's flagship Khabarnama at 8 p.m. will be reduced to half an hour duration from the existing 60 minutes from tomorrow. Khabarnama of Radio Pakistan covers a wide range of national, international, regional sports, business, entertainment, and weather news with brevity and precisiveness and is listened by people all across the country with interest. This is Radio Pakistan. The first ever mass rapid transit train, Orange Line metro train in Lahore, will help Pakistan to better address its growing demand for public transportation. This was stated by the Chinese expert Yu Rong at the Shangyang Institute for Financial Studies at Renmin University in an interview with Global Times in Beijing. Yu Rong said with the addition of a first-rate modern public transit service, it will be a major boon to Pakistan's economy and people. The Orange Line metro train was put through its first test run last week after the completion of the physical infrastructure stage of the project. The move is considered to be a major step forward under the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. The test run was made across Lahore via a 25-kilometer route. There are 26 stations, including 24 elevated stops and 2 underground stations. It is expected to cut travel time by more than 70%. One of the world's best travel magazine, Condé Nast, has listed Pakistan as top tourist destination for next year. Highlighting Pakistan's scenic and mesmerizing tourist attractions, it said Pakistan has more peaks taller than 22,965 feet as compared to China and Nepal combined, making it an attractive spot for adventure travelers and hikers. An internationally acclaimed American expert on genocide, Dr. Gregory Stanton, has warned that Muslims in the Indian-occupied Kashmir and the state of Assam are just one step away from extermination. Gregory Stanton, who is the founder of Genocide Watch, told an audience on the Capitol Hill in Washington that all the conditions are in place for genocide of Muslims in the Indian-occupied Kashmir and Assam state. He said the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's regime has all the hallmarks of Germany's Nazi regime. The death toll from violent protests in northeast India against an anti-Muslim citizenship law has risen to 6 as the authorities maintain internet bans and curfews to quell the unrest. Tensions remain high in Assam state's biggest city, Guwahati, where troops are patrolling the streets in vehicles amid tight security. Some 5,000 people took part in a fresh demonstration in Guwahati today, with hundreds of police watching on. In West Bengal, internet services remain suspended in several districts where protests stretched into a third day. The demonstrators set fire to tires, staged sit-ins on highways and railway tracks, and torched trains and buses. A leading American television network says President Donald Trump intends to withdraw about 4,000 troops from Afghanistan. The National Broadcasting Company News said Donald Trump will make official announcement in this regard in the next coming days. Meanwhile, defense officials told CNN that the remaining American military presence in the country will focus on counter-terrorism. Radio Pakistan's controller of finance, Aslam Khan Marwat, passed away due to heart attack in Peshawar today. He was 54. His namaz-e-janaza will be offered at his ancestral village, Landiva, District Lucky Marwat, at 11 tomorrow morning. Cricket. The Rawalpindi cricket test match between Pakistan and Sri Lanka ended in a draw today. The match was almost spoiled by unfavorable weather conditions, with only one innings possible from either side. Pakistan finished their innings at 252 runs for the loss of 2 wickets today, while Sri Lanka had declared the first innings at 308 for 6. The second test match between the two teams will be played at the National Stadium, Karachi, from Thursday. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very cold conditions are expected to prevail in upper areas during the next 12 hours. However, dense fog is likely to prevail in most plain areas of the Punjab and Upper Sindh during morning and night hours. Frost is also likely in few areas of the Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa during the forecast period. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.